Keep to the city, keep to the city, keep to the city. Man, it's your boy Flipa Juice Travis, man. I'm here with my big dog, Yoda, man. We finna talk about that Tré Cognac, Tré Vodka, man. Big thing to the city.
Girls want a shotgun hit, load the blunt up and blast them. Need more, hit the lab up. Hit the pipe and get my dabs up. Roll the weed and hit the slab up. I'm too ahead, I'm about to lap
Double
up.
cups, a couple grams. Double shows, a couple grand. We got mollies, we got Zans. We'll do anything for bands. Call my partner, he the plug. His price is right, he's showing love. 2 for 1 and 1 for 2. Name someone who work like us, yeah. Purple cuts, about the gas up. I need to partnership with NASA. Somebody go and get the cash.
What's going on, kinfolks? Yes, sir. You tune in to another episode of Key to the City podcast. It's your kinfolk, Yoni. And like I say, for every show, before we even get started, I appreciate everybody out there that's been supporting, liking, sharing, comment, whatever you do to spread the word about the podcast, man. We're going to continue to grow. I pray that y'all grow with us. Hey, we try to do big things out here and shine light on the people that need it the most, the people that's really out here grinding. You did it. And today ain't no different. We got my dog in the building.
Yeah.
Now this episode right here, I'm very interested in. I was looking forward to it because this man is doing something totally out the box. He got his own liquor. That's right, Tré Cognac, Tré Vodka. We're gonna learn a little more about that. Ask him, find out how he got into it and what motivated him to pursue it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, without further ado, please give it up for my dog, Flipa Juice Travis.
Yes,
What's going on,
sir.
big dog?
What's up with your big dog, man?
I can't complain.
Chillin'.
Glad to have you in the building.
Man, we gotta pull up, man, before we just start talking.
Already, let's do it,
Definitely
let's do
gotta
it.
pull up, man.
Pause with us for a minute, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, we gotta pull up right quick, man.
Fresh out the rap. You see, this ain't no play shit.
Yeah, man, fresh up out there.
We
boy,
dead
man.
serious with it. And I done tried it before,
man.
but it's been a while.
Yeah, man.
At the cigar shop, remember we was out there?
Yeah, we definitely, that was the first time me meeting you, man.
Yeah, sure was.
Yo, that was last summer, man.
It been that long?
Yeah, man.
And I told you I was starting a podcast.
Yeah.
We'll go get y'all. See how shit come to fruition
Yeah,
when you
it
put your
came,
grind in?
Yeah, it was last summer, man. So everything, you know what I'm saying? Everything definitely came together, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, we're gonna sip on that tray, man. We sip tray.
Ooh! That shit good and smooth, no cap,
Yeah.
no play.
Yes, sir.
So Flipa Juice Travis.
Yes, sir.
Before we get into the liquor, man, is this your first entrepreneur venture?
Man, I got a record label and stuff like that too, bro.
Okay. What's the name of the record label?
Juice the City.
Juice the City.
Yeah.
You got any current artists on there right now?
No, man, it's a story behind that, and actually that right there led to me doing movies, and doing the movies led to me doing the liquor. Well, it didn't really lead me to doing the liquor, it led me to do something different. I just didn't know exactly what I wanted to do.
Right, word.
Man, it's just sitting back, playing around, talking to different people, you know what I'm saying, traveling different spots and stuff. I was like, okay, man, I'm gonna come up with my own liquor. And did it, bro.
Now, when most people come up with a grind or something they want to start, you know, most niggas get into music
Right.
or starting a small business on clothing or anything they can get their hands on. But I have never heard nobody just come out and say, I want to start my own liquor. What motivated you specifically to start a
Man,
liquor?
to be honest, man, it was really something funny to do. I was at work and we was talking about it and stuff like that with my boss and all that stuff. So I ended up teaming up with one of my friends from college, and he took me somewhere. So everything was like coming into a process of it. So when I got back home, I ended up sending some paperwork off just to see, you know what I'm saying, what the state would do. And they ended up approving it. And I'm like, dawg, man, it started off as a joke, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once it went that far, I was like, okay, well, let me fill out some more paperwork and send this off. And that came back approved. So I was like, dawg, I done did these 2 steps and they got approved. So now I got to keep going with it. So I had to go through like a couple of companies and all that type of stuff just to get the liquor going and stuff. And once I found that main company that gave me the right price, you know what I'm saying, the right product, and basically everything that I needed to start, I just went on and stuck with that company, man. And I'm still with that company right now. So You know, I got basically the main things done. It's a couple of more things I need to get done, but I mean, this right here, when you come out with your own liquor, you got to give yourself off the top 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, once you get into it, you'll learn that it's a lot of spirits out there, and you be like, man, I ain't never heard of this, I ain't never heard of that, and then when you really go behind the scene, you be like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? So the process of getting into stores and all this stuff, it's a big process, especially in the state that we in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why I took it from Mississippi and went to Georgia with it, because Georgia is more lenient. You know what I'm saying? Like the rules and all this stuff, everything is 10 times different from what we doing.
Do they do dry counties out there?
I think you got like probably a couple, but not like how we got it and stuff like that. So it's a big difference.
Well, I know my audience probably wondering, I'm wondering too. I need you to break it all the way down for us, man.
Yeah.
What goes into making the liquor? Like, are you involved in the ingredients, or you telling the?
See, like, okay, because I was talking to somebody last night about this.
Yeah.
Once you could do that route, and once you do that, it's more of this is what I am. You know what I'm saying? Versus you have companies like Grey Goose. I know Grey Goose is like one of the top sellers that come from the company, but it's a lot of more, you know what I'm saying, liquors that we know, you know what I'm saying, like we could go to the store and get, but Grey Goose is like the top seller of it. A lot of liquor don't have their own distillery. Like you have, you have 4 main companies that actually make the liquor. Most liquor companies, the only thing they really own is like a water system. That's it. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you got your government, then you got everything else. So this is that one big thing that make everything, and then once you get it from them and take it back to your facility, take it back to your factory, whatever, you know, you put your own ingredients to it, and then bam, like it's already done. Like, you know, you go get a hot dog, it's just a plain hot dog, but that's the main thing. You know what I'm saying, with the bun.
Okay.
So, you know, you go to come over here, you know, the only thing you might want to add on it is onions and cheese.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You come over my way, I might just add chili and cheese. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things, man. You can buy into it, and everything is already made and stuff like that, and you just get it bottled, you know, put your stamp on it. And doing it like that, you really cutting back like scientists and a lot of different things and stuff like that, because like if it all fall back, you know, the main company the one that getting looked at, because they the one who making it, and you know, only thing I'm doing is just really buying from them, taking it to a bottle company where they get shipped to a bottle company, the bottle company bottle it up, then they go to a label, then bam.
Who handles the licensing and?
Man, you know you got different attorneys and all that stuff.
What?
Yeah.
You got attorneys?
Man, we do it.
This nigga, shit. I need to step my game up. So your attorneys handle the packaging, I mean the licensing.
Yeah, only, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like they gonna send you the paperwork, and really the only thing the paperwork really consists of, and it just, like you said, your license, man. They basically gonna have your name on it, which state approved it and stuff like that, and dealing with your logo and all that, they approved that. I mean, it really ain't like a lot, cause like I said, there's a lot of spirit brands out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to get into, but it's hard to basically get it to where you want it to be at. Like, bro, I've been doing it for a year, and I haven't seen not one penny coming in. You know what I'm saying? I done spent thousands and thousands of dollars pushing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, bro, you gotta give it a 10-year span to turn what you lost to start gaining it back in, stuff like that, because you gotta think about it, man. All the millionaires got millions. You know what I'm saying? I did it with, you know what I'm saying, probably $300 or $400 in my bank account. And you know what I'm saying, once I got done with all the paperwork, this and that and that, I probably had $20 in my bank.
Right.
But you know, the money was coming in, but I turned around and took that same money to put back to it. Yeah.
Right.
So it's like it's one of those things, man.
But you focused on the overall picture.
Yeah,
the whole
yeah,
lifespan, not just right now.
Yeah,
Because
you
some
gotta
people
do
may
that.
expect immediate return, but like you said, it's a lot of spirits out there.
Yeah, it's a lot
which
of
means there's tons of competition.
Yeah.
So what made your ass want to jump in that?
Simple fact, man, because well, to me, challenges and stuff
sir.
like that, man, that make you a better person. You know what I'm saying? Like having all them brands and stuff like that just to sit back and be like, okay, well, I'm gonna get into this because I know I gotta fight. You know what I'm saying? And that make you a better person, even without doing that brand. Cause man, I used to bullshit a lot, bro. But once I got into that, it was like, okay, now I'm finna see who I'm really am. You know what I'm saying?
Like build character.
Yeah, now I'm finna really just check out and see what type of person I really am, man. Especially coming from Mississippi, bro, because we, you know what I'm saying, the opportunity that we have here is not a lot.
You gotta create your own.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta create something, man. Then another thing, man, you can't be afraid to go somewhere else and push it and stuff like that. And that's the crazy thing, man. Going somewhere else, bro, like you would think the love is limited. Man, you get so much motherfucking love, bro. And just doing that, you be like, damn, do I supposed to, you know what I'm saying, be over here every day?
Right.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like it's a different thing, man.
You think when you start something from your hometown, it's harder for people to accept it or support you?
Yeah.
Because they may only know you for one certain thing.
Yeah.
Man, I just know this cat, he work over here, man.
Yeah.
He trying to make some liquor.
That's that one thing that people gonna do, man. Like the vision of everybody. If you notice when you get like with your homeboy that you haven't seen all the time, the longest conversation y'all have is the past.
Oh,
You know?
say that one more time.
Yeah, that's real.
Longest
man.
conversation
The
y'all
long-
have
in
is
the past. That'd be the longest. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally could go hours and hours talking about the past, but you can't even go 45 minutes talking about how can we build, you know what I'm saying, something new that we could pass down and keep going and keep going. You know, you can't talk about that, man. But you could bring up everything from the time that y'all played baseball, football.
Oh, the
You
cold.
know what I'm saying? All everything else. You can talk hours about that.
Yeah.
So it's easy for your hometown to look at it like, man, I remember he did this. You know what I'm saying? All that. And then, you know what I'm saying, when you come out with something new, it's like, man, this what he doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. Cause you know, man, you know how he is, bro. You know what I'm saying? They hit you with this stuff.
Right.
So I mean, that's just what it is, bro. But you can't let that get to you. You just gotta show them and stuff like
That's
that.
it. And they'll come back around.
Yeah, they'll come back around. Man. It ain't nothing.
Now let's get into the liquor and the brand. Tré Vodka and Tré Cognac. We on that cognac right now.
Yeah, we on the yacht.
So I got a few questions around it. First, the name. Where the name come from?
My middle name, Tremaine.
Okay.
It's a family name and stuff like that, man. My father, my name, my boy, my kid's name, my cousin name. So, and then my auntie, my favorite auntie, she always called me Tré. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, all of us, she called us by our middle name. My brothers, you know, the rest of my cousins, she always called us by our middle name. So it just kept saying Tremaine. She always just Tré.
Right.
So that right there, it caught to me and stuff like that. And then, like I said, this is something that I'm not doing for me. I'm actually doing it for my kids.
That's what I was gonna say. It's a legacy play.
Yeah. So we got to start from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like they young now. My oldest is 9. My second one's he 3, and then I had one just passed. Yeah, I had one just
Passed away?
Yeah.
Oh, my condolences,
Yeah,
bro.
appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I had one just passed, and so
Damn.
with him passing and stuff like that, man, that right there really gave me a whole nother push behind it because, man, I was doing a lot of traveling and stuff like that back and forth from Mississippi to Atlanta pushing it. So when he passed, they were like, okay, I really got to push it.
Right.
Yeah, so that would really make the adventure, like, it's fun at the same time. Like, the crazy thing is, man, when I say that, I do a lot of business in Atlanta. And of course, with alcohol, clubs, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Parties, bars, and all this stuff. So the people that go with me, man, they look at it like, okay, this fun, this cool.
Right.
To me, it's business.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you definitely gotta separate them two, like, right off the top with everything, man. Cause you will get tied up into, especially dealing with Atlanta and stuff like that. It's easy for it to come in to get pushed and stuff like that, and then like they mindset is like, okay, we got this guy in, he got a new brand, he got a new spirit brand, it's at the crowd. Let's hop on this. So when they be up, we already in there. You know what I'm saying? So like they push it like man, it be crazy, bro. I be at work, man, and man, I get texts, phone calls, and I'm like, man, I'm at work, bro. What they got doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then when I sit back and look at it, I'm like, shit, keep working. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, keep working. You know what I'm saying? To be 300 miles away from your product and these people are actually doing what they doing, and they're like, bruh, I ain't even know these folks for, you know what I'm saying, just a couple months, but it's to push the grind that they do. And you know what I'm saying, it make a person that's here be like, damn, what my team at that's here, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, and man, that'd be crazy, but that just come with it, man. We from Mississippi, so.
We used to it.
Yeah, we used to
And
it.
it just put something on my mind. I'm planning an event for May. I want to link up, man, do something.
Yeah.
With as far as a sponsorship or something. Or
Yeah.
just, hey, your liquor, the only one left.
Yeah.
But what made you want to do a cognac and a vodka?
The vodka was easy to get, and I'm a cognac person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was already on my mind. And then my partner KC Youngbone, he was like, man, you got to get that brown. And then another one of my partner, man, Justin Bailey, he from Arkansas. He was like, man, I was gonna come over with, man. I was sitting there thinking do a liquor, man. I was gonna do a cognac. And I'm like, they gonna, you know, it gonna hurt when I drop mine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's already in the making. Like, bro, I have so much stuff in the making, man. I just sit back and just watch everything, man. But everything already be planned out and stuff. Like, this one person, they asked me, they like, man, you done switched up the label so much. And I'm like, yeah, because simple fact, man, this is our generation where I'm trying to get the people involved in history. You know what I'm saying? So I changed, you know what I'm saying, the labels of and stuff like that just to see what the people say.
Right.
You know what I'm
Okay, I
saying?
see what you're saying.
But the whole time, I already had the label. You know what I'm saying? I already stamped and everything.
Right.
So that was what it is, man. I wanted to give people like a year of tasting. Then after that year is done, alright, now y'all finna really see something and stuff.
Would you compare the vodka or the cognac to any other product that's out now? To give the people an idea? The motherfucker's smooth. I know that.
Really, man, alcohol is alcohol. You know what I'm saying? You can't give no comparison until you wake up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you drink Tré all night and stuff, then you go home, go to sleep, then when you wake up, if you don't have that headache, you know what I'm saying? There it is. You know what I'm saying? That is you could take, especially knowing what I know now by getting into the spirit brand and stuff. Like, I don't even want to put that detail out because people gonna be like, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You ain't trying to say you don't get no hangover.
nah, I don't get no hangover. I know, man. Like, I drink, bro. Like, I drink.
Out the tray.
Yeah, I don't get no hangover. I did one time, and that's when I was like just getting it and stuff like that, but I wasn't paying attention to like the company. Then when I started paying attention to the company, I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? This ain't this, you know what I'm saying? All that. So sitting down talking with them and stuff like that, it gave me an idea of when I order, what I supposed to say, what I supposed to do, how I supposed to feel. You know what I'm saying? Cause doing, like I said, man, it's a difficult thing to get into, and you can do anything when you got the money to pay for what you're trying to do.
Right.
But at the same time, you want to know what you really getting out of your money and stuff like that. So once I learned all of that, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm good to go now.
So let's say for somebody that may be interested in doing the same thing you're doing and following in your path, what does the promo and marketing ground look like when you visiting stores and clubs? What are you saying? What's your approach?
On something like that, you would have to say, what city?
The 8.
Just go.
Is it and when you meet people there, are you having to sell them on why they need your liquor in their establishment, and is it price negotiation? Like how to
like when you go in there and stuff like that, you gotta of course you gotta let them know who you are, you know, and what you're selling and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like I said, dealing with spirit and stuff like that, man, you just gotta sit down with people and drink it, man. I had 5 meetings one day in Atlanta, and man, I had to drink, you know what I'm saying, 5 fucking bottles of Tré, bro. And you know what I'm saying, I'm over here by myself, and I'm like,
at the meetings.
Yeah, different meetings, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn, man. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you gotta respect that, because if I'm coming to your establishment, I'm trying to get my liquor brand in your establishment, and we sitting down and we talking about it, but you the owner, but you don't want to drink no more. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's a different story, man. When you get to drinking and stuff, you know, man, we drinking, we talking, you know what I'm saying? We communicating with each other, we connecting. So the only thing, how they gonna look at it is, okay, we gonna bring it in. Now, first thing I say, bro, every club that I done been to promote my brand or have my team over there promote it, every club owner asks the same thing. And
What's that?
what you trying to do?
From what standpoint?
No, that's what the owner asked me. What you
It's on
trying to
you,
do?
basically.
Yeah, it's on you. What you trying to do?
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, when people give you that opportunity, bro, you be like, shit, I'm trying to get in here.
Right.
Well, okay, you trying to get in here. Well, this is what we'll do. You know what I'm saying? We'll give you a couple of nights, you know what I'm saying, out the week or whatever. You want to do Fridays or whatever like that, you know what I'm saying? Bring them in the bottles in. We'll get people on, you know, we'll do like $3 shot, because it's a new brand. We'll do, you know what I'm saying, $2 shot, $3 shot. Well, Atlanta, it'd be $5 shots and stuff like that. Oh, we do $5 shot, you know what I'm saying? We'll do 85 bottles and stuff like this. So it's more like the clubs over there are more free to do whatever you want to do in it with no charge and stuff like that. And then by being a spirit, because Atlanta is its own, Georgia, period, is its own distribution state. So they don't have to go through the ABC and all this stuff like we got to do. So it's you come in, you talk to them, hey, it is what it is. If it sells, if people rocking with it and stuff, they know they got a new liquor that they got to get, because everybody rocking with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So here it is, they pay this much for a bottle, then turn around in the club and sell it for this much. Like, man, one club I went to, bro, you know what I'm saying? They selling E&J for 120.
Get out of here.
Man, I swear to God, bro.
Get out of here.
Irk and Jerk, bro.
The Irk and Jerk.
The Irk and Jerk for 120. Yeah, the Irk and Jerk for 120. That's real talk, bro. Irk and Jerk for 120, man. So we looking at, we go to the liquor store, we get a $20 bottle. They just added a whole nother 100 to that. Mm-hmm. So here it is, we got a new brand that we could get, that we could go straight to the owner, straight to his office, and pick up this many bottles for this price, and we're gonna put a whole 100 on what we just got. And then on top of that, this the same owners of the club that I had Tré in their club, that I did Tré parties and stuff like that, so they know what the turnout is. Mm-hmm. So why subtract my brand in there and all that from that to come here to where, you know, these clubs are black owned, you know what I'm saying? They pushing, they doing they thing, and you walk in and it's like, man, bro, we could do it, but man, I gotta charge you this, I gotta charge you this.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's what you call hustling backwards.
Right. Key to the City podcast. We got my dog Flipa Juice Travis in the city. So you spoke about how the approach is in Atlanta. What's some of the obstacles you run into in Mississippi? We trying to do the same thing.
Man, just to be honest, bro, here, home,
Yeah.
which this is home, born and raised, brick walls everywhere you turn. Brick walls,
These,
man. Yeah.
In what sense? Like they just won't open the door for you?
Yeah,
Or
man. Like, put it like this, bro. One club, there is 5 events here.
dang.
And that's just one night. You know what I'm saying? So, do the math.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The 8 it is.
Yeah, do the math, man. I mean, even with, it's a lot, but see, over there, bro, you have so many people pushing for you versus here you got so many people that's tearing you down. So, which they probably ain't even tearing you down, but they won't speak up for you. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
Like, hey, bro, go, man, let me holler at my dog, bro, and we go on. You know what I'm saying? Get a couple bottles, like, here,
Exactly, yeah.
here, you know what I'm saying? Like, if people do shop with me now over here, like, I'm proud of them. I thank them a lot, man. I mean, I can name them and stuff, but like over there, instead of getting like here, bro, somebody might say, hey, bro, bring me a bottle of Tré. That'd be 1 bottle or 2 bottles. Versus over there, it'd be like 30 bottles, 40 bottles. So it'd be like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? But it's all cool though, man, because all that money, like I said, all that money, it go right back into the brand,
Right.
man, for a lot of different things. So it like, I'm still in the red and gonna be in the red for a while, far as, you know what I'm saying, bringing that residuals, the income to it and stuff like that. I just gotta keep going, bro. That's it, man. Just like everything else, man, you gotta keep going, especially with like promo and stuff like, man, the models and stuff like that, bro. They so hungry on directors and producers. Everybody over there so hungry, bro. So it's like every corner you turn is always somebody to help you push your brand farther than what it is, even if you ain't from there, bro.
Right,
And that's
right.
crazy, bro. And you come home and it's like, shit, I'm at a standstill. You know,
But it's good that you branched out and
Yeah, you-
decided to do that instead of let where you are stop you
Mhm.
and keep you at a standstill. So what's the overall goal for Tré? What's your vision?
Man, that vision, I mean, of course, you know, every entrepreneur want to be successful.
Right.
You know, get it in, especially like with the spirit, getting into different stores, different venues. You want people to reach out to you, and you know, like that's another thing, bro. I run into here when people be like sponsor and stuff, and I learned
Talk
this.
about that.
When you sponsor, when you sponsoring a brand and stuff like that, man, you do, it's a fee to it, but usually you working out like a good discount price with it and stuff like
Yeah.
that, man. Because like, you gotta realize, and being over there in Georgia made me realize that too. When you can't go to, you know, Ciroc and be like, hey, I want you to sponsor this and that. The first thing they gonna look at it like is, who is you? You know what I'm saying? And by us being so small in Mississippi and stuff like that, they gonna be like, man, who is you, man? You want me to give away this much amount of money, and I probably won't even get, you know what I'm saying, 15 followers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is what people got to realize. And if you know what I'm saying, business situation, and we could really like get into that. Every like, every view add up to dollars.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm coming to an event and stuff like that, and if it's 50 people that came to this event, you know what I'm saying, that's sponsored by Tré or whatever by Tré, all 50 of them people not even following Tré. You know what I'm saying? Out of all them 50, probably 14 Now with them 14 not gonna like every picture that I post and stuff like that. So I'm losing. I'm giving away this much amount of money and stuff like that for something that I don't even get in return, because nowadays it's all go about likes and views. You know what I'm saying? So that be the thing with sponsoring and all this stuff.
We're in the process of trying to get Tré in stores, right?
Yeah.
As of now, how can my audience and anybody else purchase the liquor, get access to it?
All thing you gotta do, man, is just follow me on IG, We Sip Tré, and just let me know what it is, what you want and stuff like that, and I get it to you. Like that right there ain't gonna be no big deal. But right now we currently working on the website.
What sizes? Oh, you got more various sizes?
No, right now it's all fills, man. And that's another thing that I learned with the spirit brands and stuff like that, man. Coming out, that's all you really could get fills. When you get to the different bigger sizes and the smaller sizes, there's like 200 to like 1,000 bottles that you have to order, and them bottles there are special made and stuff like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
So just to recap everything, I want to start a liquor business.
Right.
I feel like the paperwork in my state.
Got to.
I get an approval or a declination, either or. If I get the approval,
Yeah.
I move forward to,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I move to the distilleries.
Yeah.
Okay.
You find your company, man. Find you a company that could do it the way that you want to do it and stuff like that. And then once you get that, man, you find you a bottle company. And
That's still where I'm confused at on a distillery. Are they asking me
think
what
about-
kind I want, or they asking me
Yeah.
what you want in it?
Yeah, like the distillery that I use and stuff like that, they do like a lot of liquor and stuff like that. So yeah, they just ask you, okay, well, what you want? You want rum, whiskey, cognac, wine, juice, water.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They ask you all that. So, and it's a big amount that you got to get. You just can't go in there and be like, hey, I want to get a case of this at a time. Nah, you got to get a large amount.
And it's a straight purchase and sale. Like they don't own no rights to yours.
Yeah, no, right. Nah.
That's good shit. That's good shit.
'Cause, I mean, it's all like a big raw product deal. I mean, which is still, it's spirit and stuff like that. But like I was saying earlier, when they go to that spirit company that's in the stores, they probably, you know what I'm saying, do one or two things and stuff just to make it say, hey, this is mine. We add every batch or every bottle got, you know what I'm saying, 2 shakes of sugar in it.
Yeah.
That will make it mine. You know
Because
what I'm
otherwise
saying?
it's just general and it's the
it's
same.
just general. Yeah, all the
School your
all
butt.
of the same, man. Yeah, all of the same, bro.
Okay.
All of the same.
So what advice you have for anybody that's trying to walk your path or do something outside the box? Because this shit is definitely outside the box.
Yeah,
And
man.
let's say they don't necessarily have the resources, but you got everything off the ground with $300-400. So
Yeah, bro.
what advice you got to anybody that's scared to take that leap?
Basically, man, you just gotta go for it, man. Just go for what you know, man. You can't. That's one thing about it, bro. Whatever you do, you can't be afraid to lose.
Yep.
You know
Can't
what
be
I'm
afraid
saying?
to
Can't
fail.
be afraid to lose, man. You go. You know what I'm saying? Go at every situation like this finna be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, bro. Cause if you like real talk, bro. If you
So
go,
you preparing for the disappointment if it happens?
just go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Prepare yourself for that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, hold on. Hey, I know they finna tell me fuck no. So I'm gonna go in here and be like, hey, what's happening? You know what I'm saying, bro?
Right.
You just gotta find your angle, bro. Because this one thing that I learned: the way that you word stuff on paper could be determined of yes or no. For real.
Real tough.
And
And worst case scenario, all they can say is no.
yeah,
I ain't never heard they kill nobody yet.
yeah, that's it, man. And then shit.
So
you
how
just-
can people follow you, man? Reach out to you, support
Instagram,
you.
man. Instagram. Hit me on that IG. We Sip Tré, man.
We appreciate you stopping through the city, bro.
Man, no problem.
Key to the City podcast. We out.
All right.
Peace.